Hi people, how you doing? I'm doing great. Let me know in the comment section how you are doing. My name is Ijeoma and this is dear Ijeoma. You're welcome to my channel, right? Today's video will talk about when you should walk out of that marriage. When is the right time to walk out of that marriage? I'm not advocating for people to leave their marriages in this video. Please hear me, watch till the end so that you understand. I'm not advocating for people to leave their marriages. I'm not advocating for people to die in their marriages either. But there is a time to say enough is enough. And that's what we'll be talking about in today's video. Right. I'm sure if you've watched a number of my videos, you know that we normally break our videos into segments, but I decided to change it. So what we'll be having, I decided all those segments, the talk segment will be a different video. From the social segment will be a different video. Then Dear Ijeoma will be a different video. So that's what I've decided to do on this channel so that you would enjoy every topic that we discuss here. All right. All right, guys. So I know that God's plan for marriage was for marriage to last until any of the parties die. All right? He never intended that marriage would be a halfway thing or for a number of years. All right? God's plan was that marriage would last. But we found out that there are some things that could cause a marriage to break. Okay? And I want to talk about the right time for you to leave that marriage. I noticed that a lot of women are unable to take a decision when it comes to abuse in marriage, especially if it is physical abuse. A lot of people are abused. I'm not saying that men are not. In fact, I'm talking to both men and women because I know that some women physically abuse their husbands. Let's not even pretend like it doesn't happen. Okay? So, the right time to pack up and leave that marriage is when your life is on the line. When your life is on the line. I know that a lot of people find it difficult to take a decision when they are going through physical abuse, domestic violence at home. They find it difficult, especially women that are not empowered, that may not have a job, that may not have any form of business, okay, that are financially dependent on their husbands. It's always very difficult to make up your mind to leave, especially where children are involved. You're like thinking, if I leave now, what would happen to me? What would happen to my children? How am I going to take care of these children? And all that. I know that is normally what would make someone stay in an abusive marriage. You know, I have tried to understand it. Okay? Maybe one of these days I'll bring someone that has gone through this and would, talk about it and discuss it. But for now, let's just continue. So that's one thing I found out, that it's very difficult for them. So I'll encourage you, whether you are a man, whether you're a woman, to become financially empowered. Find something to do. Find a business to do. If jobs are, I know that in this country, jobs are very difficult to find, but people still get jobs, all right? So do your best. Get the relevant trainings. If you want to change career, get the relevant trainings and get something doing. Look for something that brings in money to you regularly. So that if you have to take a decision about leaving that marriage, you will not be thinking about financial constraints. All right? And then some people also think, okay, my children, I cannot live for my children's sake. I have to stay for my children's sake. Sister, if anything happens to you today, those children will still be there. If anything happens to you today, the man will still get someone that will take care of the children. So don't ever use that as an excuse to stay in an abusive marriage. Once your life is on the line, once your life is on the line, take a decision. You know, one of the videos I did with Adeze, if you've seen that video on her channel, Adeze Space, on her new channel, Reality Check with Adeze, that's the name of the new channel. I talked about someone that the husband was abusing physically, and she had to make up her mind to leave. She didn't go for a divorce. She just left that environment. She had to advise herself, you know. She picked up her things, took her children, and left that house, moved to another place. What I don't know is if the man knew where she moved to. But she left that environment because her life was on the line. So if your life is on the line, my dear, take the decision and leave. So that was what she did. She packed up, left, moved to another place. But she was still visiting the husband. But she wasn't living with him. They were not legally separated. It wasn't a legal separation. It wasn't a divorce. She just left that environment. That way, the children also still had access to their father. The father still had access to the children because she would visit with the children and all that, you know. But she took that decision. And, you know, when I heard that, I was like, what a smart thing to do. This is a really smart thing to do. So if you're in that situation, you're in that position, and you don't want a divorce, leave that environment. Just leave that environment. Go somewhere else. If finances are a constraint to you, finances are your issue, I'm sure you would have a number of friends that would help you to start off again. I'm very sure. I'm sure you must belong to maybe a community, maybe a church, you know, maybe a group. There must be a community that you belong to that will be willing to help you get on your feet when you decide to move. So I'd advise everybody, whether you're a man or you're a woman, and you're going through physical abuse, domestic violence, and you're always being battered by your partner, by your spouse, your life is on the line. You're always in the hospital. And then when you're asked, you're covering up for this person. My dear, this is the time to leave. Lots of things have happened in the past. I'm sure you remember all the ones that happened sometime last year. The gospel singer, I'm sure you remember. And every other one that has happened, or the ones that you never even heard about, you never even knew about. People are going through a lot. So I would advise you, if you are in that position, in that situation, it's time to pack up and leave. If you enjoyed watching this video, I'd encourage you to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and also turn on your notification so that anytime I post any video, you will be the first to know. All right. And then don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share. Let other people know. And then if you have any questions for me, you want to ask me anything, I have my email address in the description box area. I also have my IG handle there, so you can send me a DM. I always respond to DMs, okay? I always respond to emails also. So send me your questions. If you don't want anybody to, you want to remain anonymous, you don't want to drop it in the comment section, my IG handle is there and my email address is also there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be ending this video here now, but I'll definitely see you in the next video. Bye guys.